When setting up your MLA header, the first thing you want to do is go to the top part of the page, the header portion of the document, and left click on your mouse, and that will open up the header portion of the page. You can see where it says close header and footer area, which of course you can also click at the bottom of the page to get in and out of the header. So when you're in that header, you want to, normally it's going to be toward the left, you'll want to go and write justify for your header, type your last name, then space, and insert the page number and the current position. This will allow the pages to automatically number as you go from page 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. The other thing you'll want to do when you're in the header is notice that the font is not Times New Roman, so you will want to change the font to Times New Roman 12 point, and that will make it match the rest of the document. Then go out of the document and enter your first and last name, then the instructor name and title. Whatever the instructor has on the syllabus will be appropriate. Then your course title, again, what is indicated on the syllabus is what you want to put there. And I prefer for the paper to identify the draft that you're working on. Could be final draft, or if you're not into your final draft yet, you can identify the number of the draft. If you did do a final draft and you revise that, you can certainly say final draft revision 1, final draft revision 2. Then, or so on. Then enter the date and the year. Notice there are no commas, so whatever the year and date, but a space between all of those numbers and letters. Then proceed to, in this case, let's make sure that you know to center the title. Everything remains double spaced. Then left justify again, tab over, one of the things you will want to do when you're in your document is make sure, and we'll just look at this as an example, in the actual body of the paper, you would want to make sure that your paragraphing is a double spacing, but make sure you look at your line options, line spacing options. Open that. Make sure that the before and after spacing is at 0. You should note how that is going to look differently when you compare the line spacing. Every time you hit enter, that's a line. And so when the 0 point is on, and after you've changed it to 0 and double space, you can click on default on your computer, because that will change it every time you open it. Click on OK. Notice the spacing changes between each line once you put that 0 there. Then you will want to make sure that your margins are correct. Notice the default is 1.25 left and right. However, the MLA, Modern Language Arts, that the requirements are for you to have 1-inch margins all the way around, left, right, top, and bottom. So click on that and notice that the margins will change for your document. And so this will change the formatting of your paper for MLA header.